Mouth Clipper hi friends, Darth Momo here again. Look, I know a lot of people have issues with Luke in The Last Jedi for a variety of reasons, and that's okay. I do too. But excluding the wider context of the original trilogy, within the frame of this film alone, I think Luke on Crait is beautiful for a few reasons. And here's why. Right before Luke shows up, the First Order engaged what remained of the Resistance in a battle. At this point, the New Republic is gone, and the Resistance has been torn down from a pretty strong fleet down to maybe 20 or 30 people or so in one singular ship. And that's it. Their last chance was to send out a distress signal for help, but no one answered. The First Order pressed on, and within a few minutes, it would all be over. Leia Organa, the very face of the Rebel Alliance and the Resistance, had spent her entire life fighting and never gave up. And only now, after her entire life, does Leia finally give up hope. And only after she does this, does Luke Skywalker, the very symbol of hope in the Star Wars galaxy, show up. This moment alone is so beautiful. This does nothing but reinforce the fact that Luke Skywalker is a legend of hope and inspiration for the entire galaxy. I also want to point out that Luke started his journey in A New Hope by answering a projection of Leia calling for help, and he ends his journey by using a projection of himself to answer Leia's call for help. It's poetic.
It's like poetry.
Reunited with Leia, Luke has a touching moment where he utters the words, "No one's ever really gone," and hands Leia Han's dice, emphasizing that while Han is dead, he's not gone. Then Luke moves out to face down the First Order. In the beginning of the movie, Luke sarcastically asks Rey,
"I think what? I'm gonna walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order?"
And at the end of the day, that's exactly what he ends up doing. But let's break down his face-off with Kylo in the First Order. In The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda tells Luke,
"A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack."
In this scene, Luke acts like a Jedi in the truest sense with what Yoda taught. He is using the Force to project himself, but he doesn't use it to attack. He uses it for defense. He doesn't come out guns blazing and start cutting down stormtroopers, who are living people, mind you, like I know some people wanted to see. That's not Jedi-like at all. He uses the Force to stall and defend, so the Resistance can escape and continue the fight. And by doing this, word of his actions spread, as we see in the final scene of the movie, showing that Luke himself is responsible for the galaxy having hope again. While Rise of Skywalker doesn't do a great job explicitly stating it, thematically speaking, as well as per what the supplemental material has clearly established, the difference between no one helping the Resistance on Crait and everyone showing up on Exegol is the actions of Luke Skywalker on Crait, spreading and reigniting hope. And now, after everything on Crait, the story of Luke comes to a close. He wasn't killed by anybody, which wouldn't have felt right, and Rian knew that too. Luke goes out on his own terms, just as Rian Johnson said he wanted Luke to do. But on his deathbed, as he prepares to pass on into the Force, Luke watches what is revealed to be a twin sunset, just as the binary sunset music plays. His journey started with him staring off into the binary sunset, craving a life of adventure and excitement. And after that life of adventure and excitement, his journey comes to a close, with him staring off into a binary sunset as he passes away and becomes one with the Force. Absolutely beautiful. Chills. For as much as The Last Jedi got wrong about Luke Skywalker, at the same time, in my opinion, it got just as much right about him. Thank you, and may the Force be with you, always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them in the light.